2019 Acura RDX. Acura's compact crossover is all new and ready to take on the Germans. Now that Acura has effectively moved on by the design slump it was once in, the brand has begun to blur the line between luxury and performance. The new RDX is a prime example of that, taking cues from the 2017 Acura Precision Concept and the Acura NSX. As the latest addition to Acura's revamped model portfolio, the RDX takes on a striking new look, has more than enough power to take on the BMW X3 and Audi Q5, and is luxurious enough to make you wonder why you're not paying more for a vehicle of this caliber. That's where that blurred line comes in, and that's why you need to keep reading to learn more about the model that will make BMW and Audi fanboys reconsider what brand they represent. 2019 Acura RDX Exterior. Acura went all in on the 2019 Acura RDX, splicing in DNA bits from both the NSX and the Precision Concept. Acura went all in on the 2019 Acura RDX, splicing in DNA bits from both the NSX and the Precision Concept. Up front, it has that diamond pentagon grille that was made infamous by the recently debuted 2018 Acura RLX. That is paired with updated jewel-eye headlights that now have two more LED elements, and a pair of corner air intakes that are inspired by the NSX and are actually functional, sending air through the front end and along the sides. And, in case there was ever any doubt of Acura's performance credentials, the bulges in the hood are there to remind you, and those you pass on the street, that you're not driving Grandma's BMW X3. The extreme character of the RDX's exterior design carries over to the side profile where some very precise body lines bring together concept and reality. The small body line that shoots rearward from the headlights appears stronger in the center, while the tilted line that runs from the belt line toward the front wheel arch crosses the front door handle at its central apex. That line is rather minimal in appearance but is accented well by the lower body line that stands out thanks to the black trim that protrudes from both doors. The black trim from the bottom of the front fascia follows through as side skirts in the rear. The black trim around the windows and side view mirror arms complete the contrast here, but the rear haunches are interesting thanks to those two mild body lines that feed from the top and bottom of the tail lights. Sure, it's a little aggressive, but that's where it dominates brands like Audi and BMW who have given up on being aggressive in exchange for more toned-down designs. Around back, you'll find more contrast thanks to the black insert on the lower fascia. It mimics a rear diffuser but has integrated corner reflectors and angled exhaust outlets that are finished in chrome. The tail lights are two-piece units that have a 3D effect thanks to the way they protrude from the body. The LED pattern is attractive and functional, with the overall design screaming, "Made by Acura." A deep recess in the rear hatch provides a home for your license plate while the rear overhang balances out the utility and performance look here. All told, it's a solid exterior design, and those body lines are exactly what the doctor ordered. Sure, it's a little aggressive, but that's where it dominates brands like Audi and BMW who have given up on being aggressive in exchange for more toned-down designs. As far as size goes, the RDX is 186.9 inches long, and 65.7 inches high. That makes it 2.5 inches longer than the outgoing model and 0.7 inches taller. Its wheelbase has been extended from 105.7 inches to 108.3 inches, just enough to improve handling and offer a little more space inside. Width has yet to be announced, but the outgoing model measured 73.7 inches, so it wouldn't be out of the question for the 2019 RDX to sit at 74.5 inches wide. 2019 Acura RDX interior. As far as interior design goes, Acura threw out every bit of the last gen's design and came up with something all new. We have very few specs for the interior as of the time of this writing, but passenger volume is said to be 104 cubic feet while cargo volume is set at 29.5 cubic feet. That is an increase of 0.5 cubic feet in passenger volume and 3.4 cubic feet of cargo volume, both of which are the result of the longer wheelbase. Expect headroom to increase marginally as well as legroom, but hip and shoulder room will probably carry over from the previous generation. We'll update you with these specifications as they become available. As far as interior design goes, Acura threw out every bit of the last gen's design and came up with something all new, something that can easily put BMW and Audi to shame. The dashboard actually looks mean with the stout curves carrying over from the door panels and coming head-on at the center stack. The dash has that deep look that resembles something you might see in a supercar, a style that's reinforced by the aggressive but somewhat clustered center stack. On the plus side, Acura did away with that boxy, recessed infotainment display and replaced it by a German-like display that pops up from the top of the dash. Not bad. Acura's new ELS 3D audio system. In range-topping trims, this includes 16 channels and 710 watts of audio goodness. The steering wheel now has a premium appearance and one that's fit for a sports car, while the instrument cluster is a semi-digital unit that features a small display in the middle with an analog gauge on either side. Spec models will get steel pedals and bi-colored seats with a race-inspired look. That look carries over to the rear where a bench seat with a 4/0, 2/0, 4/0 folding pattern also features that perforated leather and bi-colored design in higher trims. The door trim panels are attractive, and the large panoramic glass roof just sweetens the deal. As far as technology goes, the infotainment system has a 10.2-inch screen and is controlled by a touchpad that's embedded in the center console. It's mapped one-to-one with the display to improve ease of use while sound is delivered through Acura's new ELS 3D audio system. In range-topping trims, this includes 16 channels and 710 watts of audio goodness. A heads-up display provides information ahead of the driver and makes use of the voice recognition system. It's customizable with different displays and can even show turn-by-turn navigation directions. Don't expect this technology to come as standard equipment, but it's certainly something you want to pay for. (2019) Acura RDX Performance. That dated, 3.5-liter V6 has been sent to the scrapyard with a turbocharged 2.0-liter VTEC taking its place. On the performance front, Acura has delivered as usual. First, let me warn you, the new RDX isn't quite as powerful as the outgoing model, but there's a good reason for it. That dated, 3.5-liter V6 has been sent to the scrapyard with a turbocharged 2.0-liter VTEC taking its place. It features dual overhead cams and the usual direct injection, an upgrade from the V6 of years before. This new mill turns out 272 horsepower at 6,500 revolutions per minute and 280 pound-feet of torque at 1,600 revolutions per minute. That's down 7 ponies from the last gen model, but that's made up by the increase of 28 pound-feet of torque. That power is transmission to the ground via a 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters. It's not a manual with 3 pedals, unfortunately, but it's a huge improvement over that clunky 6-speed auto you would have gotten in 2018. More important than any of this is the fact that the new RDX is available with the 3rd generation of Acura's SHAWD system. This updated system provides better performance and can deliver as much as 70% of the engine's torque to the rear wheels at a whim. And, if things really get funky on the go, 100% of the torque sent to the rear can be sent to either wheel to maximize traction on just about any road condition. We haven't had a chance to drive one just yet, but we're willing to bet that mild drop in horsepower is easily made up by engine responsiveness, the extra torque, and that revamped SHAWD system. As far as the suspension and chassis goes, Acura has gone with McPherson struts all of the way around to go with fluid-filled bushings. This should improve ride quality by absorbing vibration better. Body roll is kept in check by the front and rear sway bars, but if you really want the best ride quality, you'll have to opt for the active damper system. Little is known about it thus far, but it should provide constant adjustment on the go. (2019) Acura RDX pricing. Acura has yet to set pricing for the 2019 Acura RDX, but the 2018 model starts out at $36,000 as of the time of this writing. The entry-level AWD model starts out at $37,500. With that said, Acura has done a lot in the process of updating the RDX, so expect to see a mild price hike when the model goes on sale in late 2018, but it shouldn't break the bank. A good expectation for the entry-level model is about $37,500, with the range-topping model coming in closer to $46,000. The A-Spec model may command a bit more, but you'll certainly get what you pay for, and, even in higher trim, you'll get a better bang for your buck when compared to the competition.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe for more story.